I'm back. Let me know how long you've been playing the oud for. I'd love to get to know you a little bit. If you have any questions, please get them down in the chat. I would love to answer them. Got the general oud tuning here, as usual, C to C, do, do. That would be C, G, D, A, and F, C. Hey Jacques, it's good to see you. So today I want to go through some exercises that will help you develop patterns on the oud. This is super useful stuff. All right, one moment here. Let me check something. All right, let me know if there's any problems with the video. But it looks like it's okay. All right, let us begin here with some patterns in Makam bayat or bayati. So this starts on D or Re, and then our next note is the E half flat or E coron or E quarter flat, right there with the index finger. And then we have F with the third finger, and G, then we have A, then we have B quarter flat or B coron or B half flat. Then we have C, and then we have D. And sometimes we will use B flat too, right here. And down we can use the B flat if we wish. So now let's create a pattern. Let's create a pattern of 3 or 4 notes. We're gonna do this first one, which goes D, E, F, E, D, or Re, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re. Then we're gonna do that same pattern 1 note higher, and so forth and so on, all the way to the top. So the stroke order for this is down, up, down, rest, down, up, down, up, down, rest. B half flat there. A, B half flat, C, then switch to your second position, and then we go down. So let's review that again. So 4 notes at a time, or well, there's only 3 notes being played, but it's da 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 da, 1 2 3 4 5, re mi fa mi re, mi fa sol fa mi, fa sol la si la sol, la si do si la, si do si, do re mi re do, re mi fa mi re. Okay, and we are switching. We're gonna switch to our second position when we are hitting the C note. So we've got, so you see how I used my pinky finger for B half flat, and then I use my second finger for D. Now I switch. Now I'm using my index finger for D, my middle finger for E half flat. Then, so the reason why we're doing that is because we want to get into the second position so that we can reach the F note with our pinky finger. Okay, so we're in first position here. Rest, 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 rest. Second position. Now, we're going to work our way back down. Back down, we are going to do something a bit different. We have a few options here. We have some choices. And we have a choice to stay in the second position on our way down here. So after we did D, E, F, E, D, or Re, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re, then we can go down using the same fingers. Do, Re, Mi, Re, Do. Same fingers, but now we're using our second finger for the B half flat. B, Si, Do, Re, Do, Si. And then La, Si, Do, Si, La. Sol, La, Si, Do, Sol, La, Si, La, Sol. So then now here we have the option to stay again in second position and play Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Fa. Now we really have to switch back to our first position when we play Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi. Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re. So you see how that works. We're starting in our first position. We make our way all the way up, change to our second position, then we stay in second position, and we use different fingerings for other notes, for the same notes, and then make our way back down all the way to E, and that's when we get to E or Mi, we have to change back to first position. So watch again. First position, first position, first position, first position, change, second position, second position, stay here. Stay. Switch when you hit the E. So what will happen? We have to do this. We have to do this when we are going up to the high register. We have to shift, because otherwise we can go nowhere. Arguably, though, there are different logic and different things that are correct. Like, you can change at a different time. So for example, you could do first position all the way up until the very last set, that D, E, F, E, D, Re, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re. You could do first position all the way up to there, and then change at that very last one. Switch. Stay. Switch. So it's really up to you what you want to do and when you want to do it. All right, love to hear some questions. Get them out. All right. So let's do that again. And the idea with this is to just be able to build speed with it. And you can go up and down even higher if you wish. You can keep doing the exercise, working out how you would move up into the other positions. Or you could descend further and go into C here. You can extend or reduce this exercise as much as you want. Switch. Stay. So if you want to work out the fingerings for that, we do third finger C or Do, first finger B half flat, then A, open A, then G, middle finger and first finger for B half flat. Now for when we get to F, it's best to use your pinky finger for A natural on the F string. That will make more sense. You could use the open string, but it's probably more smooth with the stroke pattern if you do it all on one string. You could do the open string like I just did there. It works just fine too. Then pinky finger for E half flat or E quarter flat, E coron. And then D. Second finger. For go up. So you can get full 2 octaves there doing this exercise. Switch. And the idea is to take this exercise, get really good at it, and then just keep building your speed with it. Get better at going faster. Let's see if I can. See how fast I can do it. it would take me some practice to get it really much better, cleaner, more precise, and to do it at a faster speed. It's a great exercise. Even I can develop on working on my technique just with that one simple exercise, using that pattern, that one pattern. Da 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 da, 5 notes, and then a rest, and then move up the scale. So you can do this in any makam. So this is the beauty of these kind of exercises. And if you want to take it even a step further, you can use some of these little combinations of notes, like da 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 da. It's a beautiful melody on its own. You can create a taksim out of it. Da 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 da. It sounds really nice. Da 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 da. So these are little licks that are nice. If you learn this lick, you can fit it into your playing somehow and use it. And it can make a unique pattern that you come up with. Let's change it now. Let's change this pattern. Table that pattern aside. Let's look at a new pattern that you can use. So you can try one. Let's see. Okay, this one will be a bit harder. We go re, mi, re, fa, mi. 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 Now let's try it on a note above. So we're skipping notes. We're going re, mi, re, fa, mi. And we're ending on the second note. So mi, sol, mi, fa, mi, sol, fa. Mi, sol, mi, fa, mi, sol, fa. Mi, fa, mi, sol, fa. Down, up, down, up, down. Now let's put those two together. Again, we're doing a 5-note one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next sequence is fa, sol, fa, la, sol. Or F, G, F, A, G. So we got there G, A, G, C, G, A, G, B, A, or sol, la, sol, si, la, and then A, B, A, C, B, or la, si, la, do, si. This is the C half flat, by the way, in case you forgot. And then B, C, B, re, B, C, B, D, C, or Si, Do, Si, Re, Do. I should probably just stick to Do, Re, Mi today. Do, Re, Do, Mi, Re. This is a good place to stop because it ends right on the octave, on the D there. Rest. 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 So you can do this all in first position. Let's see, coming down, how will it work? Yeah, just do the same thing, one note lower. So if the last one was starting on C, starting on Do, Do, Re, Do, Mi, Re, then the next pattern descending would be C. Si, Do, Si, Re, Do, La, Si, La, Do, Si, Sol, La, Sol, Si, La, Fa, Sol, Fa, La, Sol, Mi, Fa, Mi, Do, Sol, Fa, Re, Mi, Re, Fa, Mi. And if you want to finish on the octave, the Re, then you can do one note lower. Do, Re, Do, Mi, Re. Let's do the descending pattern again. Si, Do, Si, Re, Do, La, Si, La, Do, Si, Sol, La, Sol, Si, La, Fa, Sol, Fa, La, Sol, Mi, Fa, Mi, Sol, Fa, Re, Mi, Re, Fa, Mi, Do, Re, Do, Mi, Re. So these are great patterns. Use this and practice and just try to build your speed with it. It's all down, up, and it's a great way to practice and get your chops in gear. Great warm-up exercises. I'll probably do separate YouTube videos to show these exercises in more slower, more condensed video. This month I will probably do a promo on my new course, Music of Iran Volume 1, and I might throw in a bundle opportunity where you can save some money if you want to buy 2 or more of my courses. We'll see what pans out with that. So do stay on, make sure you're on the newsletter so that you can hear about that. That's enough for me now. I want to know if anyone has any questions that I can help you with. Any questions you want me to answer about the oud or oud playing. Of my right hand to the strings. By 90 degrees, where do you mean from? Do you are you talking about my forearm, my hand itself? Let me know if you can clarify that. The angle of the pick to the strings. I see. It's not quite 90 degrees. Like if you look at it this way, the pick is going to sit in your hand like this. Let's see if this is visible. I need to check the camera. Okay, so if I play like this, is the angle that I'll have. It's about 45-degree angle. The risha to the strings. That makes sense. Yeah. Jacques, good question. How often do I change strings? It really depends on what I'm doing. These years I've been experimenting with a lot of different strings and trying to figure out what's the best combo for a particular oud. So I have changed my strings more often than I usually would, but most of the time I keep them on for like 6 months to a year, maybe even longer. Yeah, I don't change them that often. Yeah. of the risha really will depend. Like if your wrist points out more like that, then the angle might be a bit sharper. If your wrist is a bit flatter like this, can't see because of the microphone, then it's going to be a little bit flatter, the risha as well. But generally, it's between, around 45 degrees. Not going to get much different than that. Middle of the road set of strings, depends like where you are. I can't get strings in Japan for less than like $30, $25, $30 because of shipping. But in the States, you can get a decent pack of strings for about like $13 or something like that. Yeah, so they're not too expensive. Like the strings I generally recommend people to get started if they want to put new strings on. The Dario EJ95A. That's what I usually recommend people just to start. Like if you're changing your oud strings for the first time, go with these. They're easy to get in the States, anywhere. And they're cheap. They're good quality too. So yeah, any other questions? Good to see you guys. I haven't done a YouTube live for European time zones in a while. It's nice that you're able to join from the States. But yeah, this was meant to be for the European crowd. Good question. Yeah, there are different tensions, but they're not that many. So you basically, most of the times you can get like a higher tension set or a lower tension set. That's it. Like medium or low tension. Yeah, but you can also, if you get into customizing your oud strings, then you can go for all kinds of tensions. Generally, because of the nature of the oud being a handcrafted instrument, the tension doesn't vary a lot, and people don't really experiment a lot with super high tension because it would damage the instrument, or they don't go for like electric guitars. You put like really high gauge strings on it for jazz players or something to go for a particular type of tone. They don't do that in the oud world. It doesn't work that way. So it's more like just you find the strings that sounds good for your instrument, the tension that's generally okay for the string length that you're using. Usually, like the smallest string length is 58.5 centimeters from the nut to the bridge. On the larger end, it's like 61.5 centimeters. So you would use, thinner strings, slightly thinner strings for longer instruments, and a little bit thicker strings for shorter instruments. But there's not a lot of variation. So yeah, usually how I do it, the EJ95A by Dario, I kind of use their string gauges as a reference to determine whether I need to get something custom and get a little bit of a thicker string or a thinner string. Cool thing about oud strings is, though, right now you basically have nylon strings with either a nickel wound bass strings or a copper wound bass strings. And then you also have PVC, the PVC fluorocarbon, and you can get higher tension with the PVC with a smaller gauge. So it's nice if like it just works for your instrument, the way that the nut is shaped and all that. Sometimes PVC is better, but they do have slightly different sound. So you're just kind of like experiment, find what works for you, find the right balance between price and playability, all that. This oud, for example, has a mishmash of all kinds of different strings on it, just because I when I strung it up, I didn't have certain stuff in stock here, so I've got some black nylon here. I've got some, this is like a labella lute string. And then I've got some pyramid strings here. It's just a mishmash, and it's fine. It works. But usually I just have one brand, one set on an oud. All right, if there's no more questions, I will leave you to it. You do check out my new video. I posted a little collaboration video with a friend in Germany who plays all kinds of instruments. Marcus Wach, I think his name is pronounced. And check that out. And you can learn that song in my new course, Music of Iran, Volume 1. And yeah. Ajaz, thanks. Nice to hear. Let me know if you have any questions or have any problems. Happy to help you. My email, guys, is support@OudforGuitarists.com. And so check that out. How far have I got with the Oud seminar? I'm toying with an idea to do an Oud seminar in Japan right now for March 12th to 16th. I'm toying with that. There is a possibility to do another retreat in Spain. But that one, for now, I'm going to try one in Japan and see how that goes. I'll keep you posted, and we'll see what can happen with that. Yeah. So yes, we'll see what we can work up and whip up. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the European crowd would be able to easily get to Spain. So yeah. Yeah, Spain's great. I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure it would be nice to do one. That would be a great opportunity. But yeah, we'll see what I can do, and see what happens. So thanks anyway for joining today. I hope you gained something. I hope you saw some logic with the moving up and down the scale here in Bayati today. And nice to all see you all here. And hope to hear from you. And we'll be in touch. Thanks so much, and bye for now.